This toffee is so addictive, you'll want to know the secret ingredient. Start off by toasting 1.5 cups of sliced almonds. You can use whatever toppings you like, but today we're going to use cranberries. Chop those up finely and then we'll set these aside. Heat up a medium-sized pan and add 1/2 cup of water, and then we'll add our butter as well, 2 sticks. I'm using unsalted butter today, but if you wanted to use salted because that's what you have, then just omit the salt in the next few steps here. We're going to let that melt fully, and then we're going to add 1 cup of sugar here. Just stir that gently and try to make sure that all of the sugar crystals have actually dissolved into the solution here. This part is super important. Don't skip this step because then it'll cause your toffee to separate and then butter will pool off at the end and it will not have the right texture. Add salt if you had unsalted butter. I did stick in a candy thermometer here, and this is really important to make sure it's not touching the bottom, but we're gonna go ahead and let everything boil. Go ahead and watch the temperature as it rises slowly, but we're not doing an aggressive boil on this. It's just going to be a nice little simmer here. As we get closer to 240, you'll notice that the texture and the consistency is changing a little bit here. Just a little close up on what you'll be seeing. Once it hits 240, you can actually add in 1 cup of your sliced almonds here. Go ahead and keep stirring from here on out. You'll notice after you stir these in, the temperature will actually plummet a little bit here, but that's just the water boiling out of the almonds. Continue to stir this mixture until the temperature hits 295, which is the hard crack stage for candy making. You'll notice here that the color is actually continuously changing as the temperature gets closer to 295. All right, now we're gonna watch real closely. When we hit 295, we're gonna turn off the heat and then we're gonna put in the last ingredient. All right, so the secret ingredient here is actually 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. That's gonna make it super airy and crispy. You'll take it off the heat and then pour it onto some parchment paper. You can actually spread it here to whatever thickness you like. I like it a little bit thinner, so that's why I'm spreading it out like this. And then it's super hot, so we're gonna add our toppings now. We're gonna start with some white chocolate or milk chocolate or even dark chocolate and just spread it on top. We'll give it a couple of minutes for the heat to melt the chocolate, and then we will actually take a spoon and spread it all out. You don't need a lot of chocolate here, but maybe 6 to 8 ounces is enough. And remember, the toffee itself is really rich already, so I would recommend a thin layer. And then go ahead and spread whatever toppings you like. Again, here we used cranberries and sliced toasted almonds, but you can get creative and add whatever you want. Leave this to cool at room temp for 30 minutes to an hour, and then you can toss it in your fridge to make it solidify even more, and then you can break it up into these beautiful pieces. This toffee is so easy and so delicious, and everybody will love it. See you next time.